Good evening. My name is Aline, and today I'm going to be talking about the increase of emotional instability throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. I am bringing this topic here today for two main reasons. The first one is how noticeable it was that people's mental health worsened, and also because I can bring my personal experience, my personal baggage, my own experiences, and point of views. So, how many of you here today were excited when you were told to work from home for 2 weeks? Um, Personally, I was the happiest person alive. I had 2 whole entire weeks without school. However, these 2 weeks turned into a month, and they became a semester that turned almost into 2 whole years of full isolation. Going back in time, on 31st of December of 2019, World Health Organization was informed of pneumonia cases of unknown cause in Wuhan City, China. Then later on, in March 11th of 2020, World Health Organization's Director General declared the novel coronavirus outbreak a global pandemic. As we all know, COVID can be spread through close contact and via aerosol, causing its pre-vaccine most effective preventative ways to be social distancing and isolating. Here we have a graph that shows United States citizens' mental health by June 2020. It shows how much depression and anxiety symptoms have risen, as well as stressor-related symptoms, the beginning or increase of use of substances, the substances in case being drugs, and also people who have seriously considered suicide. Now, my story with mental health began while I was watching a movie. I was laying in my couch, doing nothing, and suddenly I had a funny feeling. My heart was beating incredibly fast. I didn't know what it was. Maybe it was due to the amount of caffeine I used to consume at that time, but I try to breathe in and breathe out to calm myself down, and I also try to count my heartbeats per minute to try and check to see if I had an anomaly. Of course, I couldn't take my own medical check in consideration, so the next day I asked my mom to take me to a cardiologist. I made electrocardiograms, and many other exams, and 2 months later, it was finally the doomsday, the day I would get diagnosed. So I got into my doctor's office, I sat across him with my mom by my side, and he said I had nothing. Nothing. I was really frustrated. 2 months trying to get diagnosed for him to say that I had an incurable disease that I would only have to deal with, that could be anxiety. So months passed, and I was feeling drained out, stressed out. I hated school. I didn't have hope in living anymore. I had no motivation. I distanced from my friends, and I didn't know what to do. I tried to find ways to overcome all this, so I came back with my reading habit, and I tried to find new hobbies. That quite didn't work out, but I still tried. And well, I was really angry because I was feeling that I was the only one struggling with the lockdown. Meanwhile, everybody was dealing with it. So, as Dr. Lola Cola said, she's a mental health specialist at the World Health Organization. Human beings are social creatures. So when pandemic restrictions require them to inhibit that sociability, they become depressed. So what I did to try and overcome all this was first look for medical help. So I started going to a psychologist, and nowadays I do therapy. But what helped me the most was finally opening up and talking to my friends and family freely about it. The greatest piece of advice I can give you today is, if you ever feel embraced by those depressing and anxious feelings, please talk to your friends, talk to your family, whether they are across the world or by your side. Do that. Write your feelings down, because you need to let yourself feel so you can let yourself heal. It was honestly what helped me the most, and I'm sure it will help you as well. Thank you.